The 47th gene key. This 47th gene key is really fascinating. It points towards one of the greatest problems of humankind, the issue and purpose of suffering. Most people live their lives without even realizing that they are suffering. We unconsciously try to escape feeling it in so many different ways, through work, through the many distractions of our senses, and through the multitude of projections of our mind onto the world and those around us. The fact is that you can only come face to face with your suffering when you embrace your aloneness. That's when you begin to claim ownership of your suffering. So most people manifest their karma externally and wonder why this is happening to them, and that's where they feel oppressed. And they don't own their own karma, and therefore they become a victim of it. It's your awareness, it's your breathing, it's your presence that burns the karma off. And this is the great mystery of alchemy, that you have to own the shadow you carry, even though it's not really you at all. It just comes with the vehicle. Your oppression, the particular nuances and flavors of your suffering and your karma during this lifetime are exactly equivalent to the greatness of your inner light. In fact, their purpose is to awaken that light. Transmutation is an ongoing process, and many mutations make up a transmutation. Many small breakthroughs lead to bigger breakthroughs as more and more trapped, oppressed light is released from within our DNA. The gift of transmutation occurs more and more as you enter into the present moment. Once you become aware of your oppression, of your suffering, it becomes more and more acute. And wherever you go, there it is inside you, a divine ache, a kind of deep, restless longing to remember something. So the genius of the 47th gift is that it thrives on adversity. At its higher reaches, it really embraces challenges with glee. Because you know when another shadow appears, that shadow contains more light for you, you welcome them and you draw them deeper and deeper inside you with graciousness. And all transmutation takes place in the belly, in the cauldron of the belly. Because here all karma is burned from our DNA and transformed. And this is why we keep returning down to the belly over and over again, because this is where it's all happening. Adversity is all about time. It takes a long time to burn all that ancestral anguish that you carry. Your body and your life may even become the battlefield for it to play out in. But you can trust in the process. Because what film or book or drama or good story about overcoming adversity do you know that doesn't take almost forever to conclude itself? It's always right at the end. You know, our lives are an allegory for the playing out of consciousness as it burrows into the form, transmutes and digests it before its true nature can be fully realized. I love these stories. And all great stories end in redemption. There's always a period of innocence, the great trial where we're tested to our limits, and then finally there's the atonement, the victory. with this 47th gene key, all those little mutations that occur as our awareness transforms the shadow on a daily basis lead to the great transmutations. And these great transmutational periods are usually very intense, and they become more and more intense as our frequency rises into the gift frequency and beyond. Contemplation, that state in which your awareness is turning inwards on a regular basis, gives way to absorption. And when this stage is reached, you know because your whole frequency begins to move into another realm. The intensity remains, but your life becomes at the same time softer, quieter, and your effort begins to drop away. And what's occurring is that your genetic memory is being cleansed, purged, expunged. And as it falls away, a new being is literally emerging in its midst. And you become suffused with your own presence, with your essence. And your awareness is now so inward that it comes to a point of complete rest. And then the magic occurs. You reach the center. It's about victory. It's about redemption. It's the sun coming out after the storm. It's the great leveler that only those who really own their own suffering and own their own destiny really bring their life to this kind of a peak. The world is getting ready once again to embrace the magical realm, the state we originally came from. And all it takes is a few transfigurations and the game is up. You're permanently altered. That's transfiguration.